Afternoon, all. All right. So let's go ahead and get into some news of the day to start things off today. Then I got season previews to do and other things as well. And if you're looking for a hockey fix right now, because it's been a little over a month, you may be able to find it. So the Arizona Coyotes coming out today with a statement and basically saying that they vow to stay in Arizona. It's the same storyline we've heard all the way through. And here's now the cynic in me says every owner will always say he is staying in a location until he's not. Every owner, it always works out this way. So I don't have any reason to doubt that the Coyotes are vowing to stay in Arizona from a place of honesty and being open. But the interesting thing is they've talked about the Tempe situation, and right away Coyotes fans are like, hey, there's an arena coming in Tempe, no problem. But the problem is it's an expensive project that's not actually agreed upon yet, and it's likely at least 3 years away before that building can open. Well, they only have one more year in Glendale, so that could potentially mean a team looking at a temporary spot for a couple of years, and it's not an optimal way to make money. It's honestly likely that they lose money on that, and this is a team that's looking to start getting into the black. It's been obvious from the beginning that Alex Mariuello comes in, sees this team is losing a lot of money, there's a lot of problems, and he wants to fix that. So the idea of spending a couple more years potentially losing a lot more money, I don't know how attractive that's going to be. So we'll see. I'm not saying Tempe doesn't happen. I'm just saying that between now and then, I don't know. We'll see. It is a situation I expect to be talking about quite a bit until we have closure on exactly what the plan is. Philadelphia last night announced they've come to an agreement with Travis Sanheim, so there won't be any arbitration hearings. 2 years, $9.35 million in total. So that's a little above $4.6 million per season for Sanheim. So yeah, that's all set. The arbitration cases are done, and none of them went to an arbitrator. Now, the Women's Worlds today, there's a game of interest for those who may be watching on, I know TSN's carrying it in Canada, Canada versus Russia. I have been watching. I watched some of the American game against the Swiss. I did watch the Canadians come back and beat the Finns the other day too. I'm not doing videos on each individual game or anything. And if you're interested too, Canada versus US is on Thursday. Now, in the States, I know it's been carried on NHL Network here and there. I don't know how many games are being carried on the NHL Network, but yeah, it is entertaining. I know that when Canada was down 2-0 against Finland, I was like, well, I don't know, maybe it's just not going to happen this time, and then they came back. The 2 goals very, very quickly to tie it was impressive on Canada's part. If you're wondering from an NHL perspective, you have 51 days from today until opening night. So 51, so we're 7 weeks, 2 days from the first night of the regular season, which means we'll be getting into preseason games and all that wonderful stuff well before that. And the Olympic qualifiers start Thursday. So this is to decide the final 3 countries that can go to Beijing and play in the Olympics in February. So 1 team from each group, and these will play in Bratislava for Slovakia, Oslo for Norway, and Riga for Latvia. Now in Group A, which is in Slovakia, that will include the hosts from Slovakia, which would be my guess to win that group. Belarus, though, is going to be tough. Austria, Poland, there as well. Group B, which is in Riga, Latvia. Latvia, of course, is playing out of that group with France, Italy, and Hungary. And I really think Latvia probably wins that, but I don't know. The Italians can sometimes be a bit of a surprise. And then Norway gets Group C, which is in, of course, Oslo. This one for me is a little bit more of a guessing game because you've got Norway, who are the hosts, Denmark, who've been good in hockey before in international tournaments, Korea, and Slovenia. And Slovenia has, I believe they qualified for the Olympics before. I know I've seen them at World Championships. I'm pretty sure I saw them at the Olympics before. So 1 team from each group will qualify for the Olympics. And this is a key thing. This is an important part. The IIHF is paying the COVID insurance for any NHLers who decide to play. The who's going to pay the insurance is part of the hang-up between the NHL having that final agreement with the IOC. The NHL basically wants the IOC to pay for some stuff that they're not necessarily, and the IOC wants the NHL to pay for some stuff that they're not either. And then there's all the rights and all that other wonderful stuff. It's a complicated situation. So we'll see how things turn out, but I haven't heard anything about any NHLers playing in this tournament yet, but one country from each. So in the comment section below, which country do you think comes out of each group as the final qualifier for the Olympic tournament? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.